Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. Last episode ended up being a little bit of an admin one, but we acquired two new vassals, both Cyprus and Sicily, which is actually just Malta, are now our vassals, and we, as a result, are hopelessly over our relations cap. We will be fixing this, I promise, it's just temporary. This episode, we are going to declare war on Venice. We are going to drag in Burgundy and the Ottomans, and we're going to drag in a whole load of allies, but not Castile. I don't think it's worth it. We certainly could, but I don't really see it makes a huge amount of sense to do so. Our problem in this war is going to be that our army is out of date. It is obsolete compared to all of our enemies. So we're hoping just having a decent number of troops will kind of get us through. From the Ottoman perspective, we're going to wait exactly one day. They'll join. In theory. They didn't do it straight away. Maybe they won't. We'll see. No, they're still allied, so they will. But I want to see where their forts are before we do anything. Let's just wait for a few days. They still haven't joined. Our ships need a little bit of repair from that combat, so we'll go rest at Corfu. And we have to see how many troops we have around. So Venice's stack is about 15k. Do Austria have a claim on this? They don't, so they should give it to me in theory if they occupy it. We shall see how honourable they are about that in due course. Oh, there's a whole load of nations that have joined a coalition against Austria. That's interesting timing. Although it's not going to be very scary. It's just going to be a lot of little guys. And the Ottomans have finally joined in. Cool. So we get the bonus of being in an Italian war. We're going to repair damaged ships. The rest of them are going to come and, well, not do very much because most of the Ottoman ships are hiding. But I guess we'll go keep them occupied. And then our one remaining damaged ship will visit us later, I guess. Oh, they're on the move. Where are they going? They are going to the Gulf of Cyprus. So they're going this way. Towards our vassal, which I guess, makes sense, but the small number of ships that didn't get away are going to get mashed. Speaking of mashed, there's Venice getting mashed. And our vassal's going to probably have their ships blown up, but we can at least catch them. Oh, is there a coalition going up against Burgundy as well? Oh, there is. Burgundy must have absorbed the Netherlands, which they did. Yeah, so people are angry at them too now. So, combat-wise, ship versus ship, they have the morale advantage and the combat width advantage. Now, we're behind on Diplotech, so that makes sense. But most of their navy consists of transport ships, which obviously are not very good. They lost one galley and then bravely ran away. We will help against those three, and then we will go hide in our one province just to repair. Oh, I didn't even notice that this fight was happening. Good job I caught that at some point. That would have been bad. We're probably still going to lose that fight, but it's going to be a lot better now that we'll at least be combining our troops together. Yeah, they just have way more tactics than us, so we are going to have to run away, at least for now. That was very rude. So yeah, they're going to try and siege out Constantinople, which makes sense. How damaged is our navy? Not very. So one more tick, it'll be pretty much good to go by the looks of it. So that's fine. Venice is just getting Veniced, so that's A-okay. We'll probably flip this to Ferrara as well. Württemberg's getting messed up, but if they break their alliance with us in a peace treaty, that's fine. That just saves us some Diplo points. Is now the time to bring in... I'm going to bring for steel in now. Why? Because that might trigger them, like the Burgundy coalition to join them. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, we're fully healed up. Let's go occupy their navy space. So yeah, their ships can't escape now. And we are going to need somebody to attach to us before we can take on that Ottoman stack, I guess, while we're behind on military tech. Which we shouldn't be forever, but we're just going to have to play the waiting game. Losing money too. We're losing quite a lot of money. I guess that's what happens when your navy is occupado. Should we go? We should probably deal with that Venetian stack. Actually, these Ottoman ships being around is fine. We'll go and take out the Venetian arsenal so that these Austrian troops can escape. I'm even going to see if I can persuade, say, Hungary to go over there. I doubt it. The AI is very bad at following instructions, but we can try. How did we lose the siege so quickly? By the way, that's crazy. Okay, Austria, you're going to move your troops at any stage? I mean, well, you can. That would be excellent. No, you're just going to leave them there? No, you're finally going to move them. Cool. Better late than never, I guess. I don't know who's going to sit there forever. Burgundy's moved all its troops into Castile, which was kind of my initial concern. But that now means that they themselves are completely open to being captured. So, I mean, at least we have that going for us. We need to bravely run away temporarily. If we can catch that 9k stack on its own, we can definitely take it on. But 44,000 troops all in one stack is not happening. And I guess Castile wants to just mow all its ships down for some reason I can't understand, but okay. Okay, they ran away, so we didn't bop them. I think the Ottoman fleet went into the Black Sea. Okay, they are chasing us. Can we get them on a mountain? Because if we can, then we might still be okay. Oh, there's their navy. I guess we're running into it whether we wanted to or not. They have a lot of ships, and all of our allies seem to have just brought, like, Fisher-Price ships to the fight. So, I don't know what that's all about, but whatever. France is being attacked by Tuscany and Aragon. Interesting. A lot of war going on. A lot of war. We lost a couple of ships there. Rude. You're going to come attack us, please? You're going to Raska, which is just a hill. Can I persuade you to attack me in this mountain? Oh, no, you are going to attack us in the mountain. Okay. Bring that in. I'm tempted to switch to a military focus. But the reason why I'm holding fire is because I know I've got admin ideas to complete. I think we should wait for now. Even though we might end up losing this battle too, but let's hope not. Okay, so we outnumber them 3-2. They do have far better stats, but we have way more cannons. But we're still losing. That's insane. Yeah, we are really losing. Which is mad, because yes, they have more horses than us, but we're flanking them. Well, we were, until all of our troops tried to run away. Okay, well, that was painful. And that is why having low tactics is bad news. Where are you guys fleeing to? Why on earth are you fleeing over there? Who thought that was a good idea? Not sure about that one, guys. Let's try and move away from the Ottoman border. Okay, meanwhile, Burgundy is getting wrecked. We kind of figured as much. What's everybody else doing? Venice obviously is absolutely toast. They've got everything occupied. I don't want to leave here yet. Not with the Ottomans' navy being next door. Could I bait them into leaving this siege? Probably. Surely we'll be able to defeat them by the time this army gets here. Surely. Or not, I guess, but at least it ended that siege. So, yeah, our army sucks right now. It sucks big style. I would quite like to piece you out, Burgundy, just so that I don't have all my allies being distracted by you. Definitely get war reparations. Truth be told, I don't really care that you release anything. I mean, you can't even release the Netherlands, it's too big. I mean, again, releasing these one province miners does nothing for us. I'm just going to get them to give me a ton of money, I think. Because I was losing money. 612 money. Yeah, this doesn't do anything for me, so that's fine. And that's pretty much all they'll give me. So that's okay. That now means all these troops should redirect towards helping me, in theory. And my kind of embarrassingly bad army. Can't really afford to lose prestige right now. Because that's our only real combat stat that's helping us do anything. So we're going to go and occupy these two locations before Hungary can. Oh, Austria's taking Defender of the Faith. Cool, good for them. You fully repaired? I don't really have anywhere to put you, so yes, I am just going to put you to block the Ottoman Navy. If you could wait a couple of ticks, that would be greatly appreciated. This should be de-sieging, right? You'd think so, because it's got level 2 fort adjacent to it, but I guess not. That sucks. That timing is rubbish. So we're going to have to run away. And Hungarian troops have finally arrived. So we can turn around again and start occupying. Oh, people have left the Austrian coalition. Makes sense. Why are you sitting here? To make me have a struggle. Yeah, let's not do that. If they want to attack us, I mean, that's still bad, but at least we should have allies near us to help. That's a big stack of Bohemian rebels. And France is really getting wrecked. How are they doing so badly? They have still a big stack. Aragon's not got that many troops. Tuscany, yeah, that's more than I thought. It's deceptive. I guess it's a lot of provinces because they're all so small. But they're worth decent amounts. Oh, they changed their mind. They're not attacking me. Now they are attacking me. I'm very confused. Is it because the Hungarian troops bravely ran away? Well, if you're going to attack me, I'm at least getting into defensive terrain. Look at them. They're trying to run here to occupy this territory. Like, no, not happening. Oh, nice. Thank you for having that air. That's really kind of you. Now we're going to be okay again. Now that our allies are coming to bail us out of it, but shh, shh. We're normally bailing them out, so this is a nice change of pace, I guess. Can I get either admin points or... Well, we do need manpower. That's a fair thing to say, draft. Nothing in here is crazy good, so I'm going to take the draft option. We'll lose 4 papal influence. We should actually spend some papal influence. Tiny amount of inflation. Done. We can do... We still have a lot of corruption. Get the corruption down. We're going to need to save some, because we are going to want to annex Ferrara probably at some point in the near future, so this will certainly help. We're not going to do that yet, though. We're going to leave our powder dry. Yeah, you see Austria's now claiming all this stuff again. It's annoying, but it's the price we'll pay. I guess we're going to claim this land instead. Better than nothing. It is worth double value because they're not a co-belligerent. So we do have to... Remember, we're probably not going to take a ton of land off the Ottomans. Yeah, that's fine. You can go over there. They're going to sit here. We can technically block them in place if we want to as well. We'd have to go into Corfu. I guess we probably should do that. Let's go sit in Corfu so they can't get out. So this has definitely not been the easiest war against the Ottomans, but it shows what happens if you get behind on military tech. You tend to struggle a bit. Oh. Are they going to bop that one ship? That's pretty rude. Let's see if we can catch them while they're out. I doubt it. Oh, no, they're not going to run away. Okay. Sure, we'll get an attack on the Ottoman fleet then. Again, they still have better stats than us, but we outnumber them with better ships in terms of composition. Yeah, so we took out 2 of their galleys. I'd quite like more stability right now, please. That would be great. We can finally get our last religious idea. We should do it, even though we're going to be low on admin points for coring things, but we also get 15% less aggressive expansion. That is enormous. That's a massive pickup. So it doesn't actually matter that we really lost the Siege of Corfu, because their army can't leave. Oh! The Ottomans have allied with France. Very interesting. I don't think that's going to matter as much as it sounds, but that's still very interesting. Oh, look at Cyprus go. Do they genuinely have a claim on that? No, that would have been really funny if they did, though. That's a shame. That would have been really funny. What's our war score against the Ottomans? Not really that high, and their war enthusiasm still really high, too. Interesting. Austria really wants all this land as well. That's crazy work. Crazy, crazy. I'd love to get roads, but I don't want to put a stack of troops there to deal with it because I need them over here. Because this is too dangerous. But yeah, as long as we keep that army pinned, that's almost all of their army. So as long as we keep it pinned in Corfu, they can't do anything. That's a womp womp for them. Siege of Ankara is done. Although technically it's done by Austria, but whatever. Cool. So now we're doing all right. Like I said, our army is not very strong. But luckily we had the right people involved to help out. I wish we could just tell Castile they could peace out at this stage, but it's fine. There's not much they can really do to help, so... Oh, well. Oh, Venice has been excommunicated again. Who would have seen that coming? Yeah, normally when you see yellow on green, it's usually when the Mamluks come in, but they're kind of more of like a sandy beige colour, I guess. We haven't seen much of that in this game. Normally you don't, to be fair. Normally the Ottomans just ground pound the Mamluks into dust, but obviously there's been quite a large, unusual intervention on this occasion, so... Perfect. Siege of Sugla is over. Now at this point, do I want to move... Hang on, we're going to do... Leave all the transports here. Go over here, please. Because they should either bravely run away or hide, and either way is fine. It looks like they outnumber us, but it's still technically fine. Or at least it should be, because we have our stronger ships here. Yeah, so we didn't lose any ships, they lost 5 galleys. We can then move into here. Although Scilly's getting there first, which is fine, because they're our vassal, so they'll give it to us. And then, yeah, when we take this, it should cause their navy to jump back out again, Jack-in-the-Box style. Oh, wow, we have a significantly injured navy, though. Go by condition. Actually, no, this isn't too bad. We don't have to do that. Most of these are still very much okay. Don't do that. Go back out. Don't repair. It's fine. I thought there'd be more damage than that. How we... Oh, they're hemorrhaging troops because they can't afford to maintain them. That's really funny. So they're down to... They lost 24,000 troops or something without even being in combat. Cool, and we captured 4 ships. We got 4 transports. Not very sexy, but better than nothing. All of my armies that aren't the 26k can start coming over here now. Our navy can come over to Epiro to heal. They're down to 6,000 troops. Again, even though we've had no combat. 92% war score. Now the Ottomans want to peace out, because they have almost nothing left that's not occupied. We're going to occupy this first and then peace them out, I think. And we can let Poland beat up the remaining Ottoman troops too. Sweet. Just going to hide these transports, I think. We don't really need them. We could go down to, like I said, to Rhodes, but that's a lot of work for not a huge amount of war score. So I don't think we're going to bother. Look at them go. Go, Cyprus. I'm really tempted to give them a province on land. Just because when you look at their claims, I mean, what on earth do they have going for them? They're claiming this area, which they're blatantly not getting. But I think they have, yeah, they're Greek culture. But I can't accept Turkish culture yet. So it might be worth just giving them a couple of provinces. But then I'm going to have to probably deal with the rebels. Pros and cons. Anyway, can you finish this combat, please? Like the siege? How are we still doing this? Like everything's on fire. Look at the graphic. I've never seen so much sand on fire. Should be turning into glass any time now. Okay, cool. We don't need to bother with the rest. We're at 99% war score. We should. Let's work out state-wise. We can't take this because Austria's Austriad. But we can absolutely take this one province here for sure. This is all one state, which is pretty convenient. Or we can take the rest of this. Maybe we'll do this, because that way Hungary can't beat me to it again. So if I do that, that doesn't move the needle for anybody really in the West, which is not a huge surprise. So we can then do, like, we can't get that island if we do that. That puts us at 109 aggressive expansion too, which is not what we want to do, because then the Mamluks might get involved. This is 86. The Mamluks still hate it. Okay, this is fine. So the Mamluks won't join if we do this combination. And we are almost at a contiguous border. Almost. What if we do this? Okay, that's still fine. Okay, so we're going to take this land, get war reparations. We know the drill by now. I'm going to maximize this time out because I'm going to need some time to do other things other than warring the Ottomans. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's a load of land, which we cannot core because we don't have anywhere near enough admin points, but it's fine. What's our overextension at? Only 32%, so that's fine. We're now going to have to wait 14 days anyway, because we can't afford to do anything else. We're probably not going to be at war for a little bit, so I'm even tempted to do this. I know military level 12 is massive, but we're going to do that for now because that gives us a free policy. It's not an amazing policy, but more morale is good, and especially when it's free. So, definitely going to do that. Okay, you are moving back. Cool, I just couldn't remember if I'd moved you or not. And now, as for Venice, if I take this, that's 25 aggressive expansion, which is still fine. The only nation that would potentially join a coalition that already couldn't would be Tuscany, and I don't think I'm that worried. If I give this to my vassal, that still doesn't add anybody dangerous. So I think we'll do that too. War reparations. I could pillage them, but no need. 89% war score. Sweet. Okay, and approved. So I get the province of Venice, which is huge, and it's really easy technically for me to defend because I can just leave my navy here. Speaking of which, I have one trade ship. You need to go home at war, protect Ragusa for now. We have the option soon of either moving our trading hub from Ragusa to either Constantinople or Venice. Both are way better than the Ragusa trade node. We have some options. Not going to worry about it right now. We can't afford it. We need Diplo points to do it, and we don't. We've had that problem the whole game. So, not going to worry about that right now. But we do have Venice. It's going to be not actually that unhappy because Venetian is in the same culture group as Dalmatian. But all these guys are going to be real unhappy. In fact, I might even leave a stack here for now. Take the other stack and put it over here. Bulgarian is an approved culture, so they're still pretty unhappy, but they're not as apocalyptically unhappy as they would be otherwise. Venice is going to take 157 admin points to core, which is pretty gross. But it is, a 32 development province, so pretty decent. We can afford to build their level 1 building, too. So, Doge's Palace gives us more reform progress. Venetian Arsenal gives us cheaper ships if you build it in Venice. And more ship repair. I don't think either of these are crazy good. I mean, they're not bad. They're fine. We could build the Parthenon instead. But again, I don't think that is crazy good. It gives us cheaper advisors, but I don't think it's amazing. The Malta forts are absolutely what we want. We're going to build it in our vassal, because we're going to acquire this in due course anyway, right? So that's exactly what we want to do. And then what we're planning on doing is we're going to annex Ferrara at this point. They're going to core Bologna. So this is going to be a nice combination of provinces. And that will help us not hemorrhage quite so many Diplo points every month. But before we do it, we want to go to the papacy and we want to do Sanctioned Dynasty. No, I tell a lie. It's this one. We want to send a papal legate. We get more Diplo rep and it's cheaper to core. I don't think we have the mission available for cheaper. I don't see it. I don't see the cheaper acquisitions in here. I'm probably just being blind, let's be real, but I don't see it, so. Anyway, it's fine. We're going to get a discount. We have to wait 1 day. We don't need to keep a spy on Venice. Although, I mean, just for sake of argument, get a claim on that because we have the capacity to. We're going to annex Ferrara. Every other vassal's going to hate us for it, but I mean, they can kiss my butt, for lack of better term. And I think we're okay at that point. Yeah, I'd say so. I think we're all right. Cool. So we are probably going to go, negative in terms of Diplo points for a little bit here. It's fine. We're just going to play it as it lands. You can have a royal marriage. The only thing I do have to keep an eye on is that, their Liberty Desires will go up if we end up astonishingly behind them. But I still think it's okay. I think we're A-okay. This is going to be a really nice addition. We can't accept Romagnol or Venetian as a culture right now, but again, we get reduced penalties because they're in the same culture group as Dalmatian. Sweet. All right, so I think I'm going to put a cut in here. I hope you enjoyed this very chaotic episode where things looked bad, then they looked pretty good. I just realized we gave this province to Austria by accident, so that sucks. It's okay, actually. It's not as bad as it looks because A, this state is not worth a huge amount, and B, this means they can have their navy over here. So if we do end up using Austria as a guard again, we have something to work with. And if we end up attacking Austria later, this is a really easy province to make the war go. So, yes, it was a goof. It was not as big a goof as it looks. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely let me know. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.